Getting out of debt isn't easy. Sometimes it takes everything you've got to pay your bills on time and put money away for an emergency. However, if you just pay your creditors the minimal amount due, you run the risk of sliding into debt traps from which it may take you months or years to escape. Fortunately, there are several debt relief options that won't make your life unpleasant. You can change your spending habits to make extra payments towards your bills each month, or you can restructure your accounts with a debt consolidation loan or balance transfer credit card. Using the debt snowball approach as a way to pay off your balances more quickly is another potential option. Alternatively, you could settle your obligations for less than what you owe as a final resort. Your specific position and financial objectives will determine the best course of action for you. We'll discuss 3 quick ways to pay off debt in this video. So if you want to be free from debt, don't go anywhere. Number 1. A side business that can generate revenue to pay off debt. With a flexible and profitable side business like freelancing, tutoring, pet sitting, selling items online, finding freelance work, or driving for a ride-hailing service, you can pay off your debt more quickly. Debt from credit cards or loans that just won't go away can cause a lot of stress and make it harder to reach your financial goals. Finding a side business that generates additional income and applying the money to your debt is one approach to get out of debt more quickly. Here are 3 side businesses you should look into if you want to quickly pay off your debt, along with advice on how to choose the ideal side business for you. 1. Freelancing. Numerous businesses use freelancers to write, code, design with flexible hours, working from home, and numerous opportunities for networking and professional development. Freelancing is a successful side business. Look for jobs in fields like writing, editing, social media, web design, or wherever you already have necessary qualifications. You can use your network to reach out to folks you already know and offer your services. Freelance marketplaces like Guru, Upwork, and Fiverr make it easier to sell your skills and get clients. But you have to pay minor pitch fees and often forfeit a portion of your earnings in transaction fees. You can find and interact with clients directly by using job boards like FlexJobs and LinkedIn. 2. Tutoring. Do you enjoy breaking down science lessons, teaching other languages, deconstructing math topics, or assisting with exam preparation? If so, you might be able to earn money in your spare time tutoring in-demand courses. Tutoring can be financially rewarding, particularly if you are knowledgeable in a subject matter, such as calculus, chemistry, or foreign languages. Helping students achieve their learning objectives can also be personally satisfying. You might also think about contacting your nearby community college to see if you can provide your skills there. Additionally, you can apply to tutor for online organizations like Tutor.com, Yup, and Varsity Tutors, which let you work at your own pace and from home while instructing students online. 3. Babysitting. If you enjoy spending time with children, babysitting can be a fun way to earn money and support local parents. Before starting to watch their kids, many parents may need a babysitter to have completed first aid and CPR training. Listing credentials, such as having completed the Red Cross CPR course, along with any other qualifications or prior experience working with children, will assist you in defending higher prices. In many cases, you can charge more for on-demand and late-night babysitting. If your area has a Facebook or Nextdoor page, you may use that to locate new clients. You can also use websites like Care.com and SitterCity to find new customers. There is no shortage of gig and freelance work accessible online, but not every side job will be suitable for you. Always remember the following while selecting a side business. Make sure it's lucrative. Choose a side business that can provide enough income to help you pay off your debts more quickly. Choose a position that allows for flexibility. Your side business must be adaptable enough to function around your regular work hours, daily routine, and any other unavoidable commitments, such as important family or self-care duties. Too much side work might lead to fast burnout. Discover what fascinates you. The greatest side businesses will not only aid in debt repayment, but also in the growth of your interests and networks, which may open up new employment prospects. Find a side business that interests you, whatever your interest may be. For instance, tutoring might motivate you to explore a new profession in education, Freelance design might lead to a full-time agency position, or doing sporadic landscaping work might encourage you to pursue horticulture full-time. Since you'll be devoting some of your spare time to your side hustle, it's best if the work is fun, even if it's just a temporary job. Number 2. Have a garage sale to sell unwanted items. It's not fun to pay off debt. It demands a lot of emotional strength and seriously depletes your financial resources. Selling your belongings is one option to accelerate your debt payments. I live simply and have sold everything I could to raise some extra cash for debt repayment. Having more room and fewer clutter is an added benefit. You don't have to go overboard and sell all of your possessions. But stop and consider this. Most of us have items lying around the house that we rarely, if ever, use or need. Selling off your unwanted items not only streamlines and simplifies your life, but it can also provide you with extra money to pay off debt. Here is a starting point. By starting with one area at a time and going through your possessions, you may start the process. Establish 3 piles. You can designate one for items you want to keep, one for items to be thrown out or donated, and one for items to be sold. Particularly with the vintage clothing, be truthful. Will you truly don that vintage teal sundress this summer if you haven't worn it in 3 summers? Most likely not. But another one might adore it. What is garbage to one person may be treasure to another. An authentic yard sale is one of the tried and true methods for selling your stuff. Create posters, place a newspaper ad, and promote it on Facebook. Be ready to haggle while selling your clothing in person. Stand your ground and refuse to accept a price you think is unjust. There are professionals that scour yard sales looking for deals to upsell elsewhere. A more pricey item can always be sold online or to an antiques shop. If you're like me and live in an apartment or can't sell everything during a yard sale, you can take your things and list them online. Online shopping is a simple process that can be completed from the comfort of your own home. Although having more cash to spend on your debt would assist, you won't be able to pay it off straight immediately. You can settle the equivalent amount of debt as soon as you cash the check or deposit the money. Not only is it a smart idea to sell your extra stuff, but it can also help you narrow down your shopping list to only include the items you actually need or want. When you understand how much fun it is to sell your things and live simply, it frees up your space and makes you less likely to feed the cycle of consumption. Additionally, you will be one step closer to financial freedom with each additional payment you make. Number 3. Try the debt snowball. You can also try the debt snowball strategy if you are paying more than the required minimum. With the exception of the smallest obligation, which you will pay as much as you can, this debt repayment strategy urges you to make the minimum payment on each bill. You can swiftly pay off your smallest debt by snowballing payments toward it, then move on to the next smallest loan while making minimal payments on the rest. Assume you owe $5,000 on your credit card, $1,000 on your automobile, and $10,000 on student loans. The auto loan would be the first to be paid off using the debt snowball strategy because its overall balance is the lowest. By encouraging you to concentrate on one obligation at a time rather than several, the debt snowball method can help you gain momentum and stay on track. Only if you have a payday loan or a title loan should you rule out the debt snowball strategy. These loans should be repaid as quickly as possible because their interest rates are typically substantially higher, between 300 and 400% APR on average. Why it works? When you use a debt snowball strategy, you'll see results quickly, which will inspire you to keep going. How to get going? List all of your outstanding debts and rank them from lowest to highest balance. Continue making the minimum payments on all of your debts, and apply any excess cash to the obligation with the lowest balance until it is completely paid off. The next smallest debt on the list should be used to repeat this process. The bonds of debt bondage might be hard to escape. However, by employing these techniques, you can begin taking steps toward debt relief and enhancing your general financial situation. Once your balances are paid in full, make sure to understand how you got into debt in the first place and change your behavior to avoid going through the same cycle again. Looking to learn more about debt repayment? Don't worry! All you have to do is like the video, hit the subscribe button, and click the bell icon because we bring you the best advice that will surely make you debt-free one day.